Hello, and welcome to a very unusual video. One I wanted to put together as my wrap-up to the Destiny 2 review videos. Here I'm going to discuss two things about my experience that I feel are important to share. Important to put forward into the world of discussion for people who enjoy gaming. The first topic is gamer mental stress. The second topic is community game exploitation. And some of you are probably thinking, whoa, Telric, where are you going? Please bear with me and I'll explain. I'm a very private person. I don't like telling people about myself, my problems, etc. I do enjoy sitting here getting to share insight and opinions about games, but I don't tell you viewers about myself. I don't like talking about me. It's my personal life and I like to keep it private. But I experienced something during my time playing D2 that I feel is important to share. Something to let other people be aware of in their own gaming times. When I played D2 back in 2017 at the time of its release, I was genuinely angry with Bungie over the direction of the franchise and what they had released as the sequel to my favorite game. And I've shared before, I quit it cold turkey after less than 300 hours of gameplay. I went my merry way and played other games. Lots of great games such as Assassin's Creed Origins and Prey and Alien Isolation and Sea of Thieves, and of course, I kept playing Destiny 1. Then, April 2021, I go back to D2. I start Forsaken. 2 weeks into playing Forsaken, I sat down with my wife and had a discussion. A discussion about how my attitude and mentality had suddenly changed in my daily life. I had become quite irritable, even to the point of bouts of being sullen. It was affecting my relationship with my wife and my attitude towards my friends, my attitude towards my job, and my attitude towards gaming in general. And the only change that we could figure out that caused this shift was I had started playing D2 again. That was the only change that had occurred in my daily routine. At first, I thought it was crazy, that there was no way a simple game was messing with me. But I try to be logical in every aspect of my life. So my wife and I decided that I needed to break up my interaction with D2, and we would even label it D2 Burnout. My wife would come, check on me, see how I was doing. If I got too wound up, I would turn off the game, walk away, turn off my Xbox, and go do something completely different. It helped. I managed my time with the game better, and after a few months, I completed my goals. But what caused this episode? I've played a lot of games of all types and varieties. Never, ever have I had a game mess with me before. Gaming is supposed to be fun, relaxing. Even when I was hardcore sweating my way through Destiny to reach my 2.0 KD goal, I didn't get wound up like this. What was going on? I still don't have a really clear answer, but I'm going to hazard a guess. I think it's the design of D2 itself. This game revolves around the mentality of being plugged into the happenings and events going on surrounding the game, not just on a season-by-season basis, but also a week-by-week or even a day-to-day basis. Bounties have a 27-hour limit to complete. There are new missions and events every week. Quick! The seasonal weapon is this thing. If you don't complete all the objectives, you'll never get the weapon. The game requires you to be constantly engaged in order for you to feel as though you're making progress. And even the quests in the game are demanding of your engagement because there are so many steps required to complete these quests. And if you don't come back to it every day, you won't ever get it done. There's also the game's infamous FOMO, or fear of missing out. You missed out on the seasonal quest and armor and shaders and ornaments and emblems and exotics and ships and sparrows. The game demands you plug yourself in and stay plugged in. And for me, that was creating a bizarre kind of stress that was revealing itself in my daily life with my family. I call it GMS, or gamer mental stress. The stress of being so consumed with the happenings and events of your gaming, it has a detrimental effect on your real world life. Why am I telling you this? To warn you away from D2? No. Just be aware of yourself as a gamer. This, for 95% of us, is a hobby. A really fun hobby. But guard yourself against allowing your hobby to mess with your personal life. Be honest with yourself. Is my hobby having a positive or negative gain in my life? The game I'm involved with, is it pulling me away from my family and responsibilities? Be on your guard. Your gaming time should be positive, not negative. The second disturbing thing I've encountered with this Destiny 2 adventure is what I call community game exploitation. If you watched any of the previous videos concerning my Destiny 2 review, you'll notice I've pretty much avoided saying anything about the Last Wish raid, which was one of the reasons I played Forsaken. And I completed that raid. But the method of completing it really bothers me. Half of the encounters I did in that raid were not completed as designed. They were cheesed by some form or fashion. The first encounter, Kali, let's all get in one spot, drop a Ward of Dawn bubble, and use swords. Done. Morgoth, damage phase, stare at his butt and use a sword. Done. Riven, which is arguably the most difficult encounter of any raid in all of the Destiny 1 and 2 franchises, we cheesed it by gathering on one side, using swords, and done. Even Destiny 1, recently during a legendary strike, I had a player freeze the entire strike because he sword glitched through a door. I had to return to orbit and was completely shut out of completing the strike. Why? Why has the gaming world, especially the community around Destiny and D2, so focused on exploiting the game? I've sherped my fair share of raids. I've even made friends who joined my clan because I showed them how to properly do a Destiny raid. I've helped people get some of the most difficult achievements in Destiny raids, not by using some wall-glitching sword hack, but by honest skill. Where has the appreciation for game design and gaming skill gone? I am afraid that the world of gaming has gotten to a very sad state. Gaming is no longer about skill. It's no longer about having fun, or helping other players defeat a difficult experience, or even the elation of accomplishment. For a lot of people, it's now all about just get it done. Get to the end. Finish it. Don't learn. Don't waste time teaching. Just get it over with. I despise this mentality. The best moments I've ever had in gaming have always come from having finally mastered something truly, truly difficult through hard work and determination. The first time beating the Wrath of the Machine raid, and we did it blind. Amazing! It was so worth it. Beating every mission on Halo Reach, solo, legendary difficulty, worth it. It was really satisfying to say I did that. No help, no cheating, no glitches. I did it. The list of moments in games goes on and on, not because those moments were easy, but because they were hard. The old adage of, it's not the destination, It's the journey truly applies to gaming. And to everyone out there who is going to argue with me that they don't have time to do some of these events in an honest fashion, I understand. But it doesn't change the truth that you're shortchanging yourself and your teammates and your friends by exploiting the game. It doesn't make you a better or more skilled player just because you know a wall hack. And to all the players out there who are going to argue that if a game designer wanted to prevent people from exploiting the game, they should have designed the game better, stop deceiving yourself. You're simply justifying your actions. Instead of taking responsibility for your skills and improving as a player and as a person, you've deceived yourself into thinking that your actions are acceptable because it's not your fault. The game was made this way, and you're not the only person who engages in this activity. To you, I say, grow up and learn how to play the game honestly. Telric, what's your point? My point is this. My perception of the Last Wish raid will forever be colored from my experience of not mastering the raid, but by cheesing the raid. And it's deeply disappointing. Last Wish could arguably be the best raid Bungie ever made. Frankly, I'll never know if that's true or not. But the greater concern is how this mentality is tainting gaming as a whole. From old games such as Destiny to newer games such as D2, there is a serious problem in how people approach gaming today. I would ask you, the viewer, to not become part of that problem. Push yourself to master the game through honest skill and hard work on how the game should be played. Trust me, it will be worth it in the end. I know this video has been a bit more somber in tone, a little bit more introspective in many ways, but I'd like to say thank you for watching if you stuck all the way through it. I hope it gives you something to think about and that you're the better for it. My name is Telric. I'll see you next time.